today. Install on the Sandcraft carrier bearing. This thing is super nice. Trying to eliminate the issues we got going on with the drivetrain. But I'm cooked, absolutely cooked. 2 sets of U-joints. Had redone the entire drive shaft, and it's already got play. That seal started leaking, which I would imagine is from all the vibration here and this being loose, but those are brand new U-joints. I couldn't remember if I put the wrong U-joint here. This is supposed to be different than the other two, and I think I put all 3 the same. That may be the problem, but either way, we're going with the Sandcraft center bearing. So taking the drive shaft out now. I've done this a few times, so the easiest thing I see is unbolt the front diff. You grab it by the 2 front axles, pull it forward as much as possible, then the rear gives you enough room to slide the yoke off. That's a brand new yoke too when I did the shaft, but you can get that off there. Unbolt the center bearing and all that'll come out. So that's what we're doing. About to get it all unbolted, slap this new center bearing in. Supposed to fix the alignment and all that. Let's get it. You start off, take all your center console apart, and then the cover for the factory center bearing. Then you can get that shaft loose and actually move it out. Should just pull out from the rear, super easy. Wiggle it out a little bit. That bearing catches on things. Pull that out of there. And then there's 2 bolts on the side that hold that center bearing in. The actual framework for that center bearing. One's a pain to get to. I had to use a swivel. It's right up against the line, the hard lines for the radiator. Alright, then you just remove the skid plate. Take that right out and you can get access to the bottom where you need to put the new mount. So this is where the mount goes from the bottom side. Actually pops on. There it is there. Got the pretty much 2 nuts that's welded on the bottom from factory, and you line these up, pop them on. That's what this silicone bushing is for. It just pops right over the top of it. That is what puts it in place from the bottom. See, but I have this plate in the way. It's gonna make it a little more difficult for me. This is custom. I welded this on for the pretty much for these bars. Didn't know that I was going to be going this route, so we're going to see if we can get it in. If not, I'll have to cut a section out of this, which will be fine. We're about to get it mounted up. Get the bolts in place like that. Thread it in. Then you put this on before you get them all the way down. There we go. Got both bolts in, so the mount is now mounted. Got it up there. Now we just need to get the bearing onto the drive shaft, and then I can bolt it up. Got to take the old bearing off, put the new one on, slide the shaft in, put the bolts in there. Good to go. Yeah, so don't do what I did here. I ended up putting the bolts in the bearing housing before putting the shaft completely together, so I actually had to take the bolts back out. Put your shaft completely together before. Make sure the rear is on the transmission. Make sure the center is attached to the front. All that's back together before you put those bolts in. And yeah, I think I figured it out here. Had to take it back out. But that'll save you some time. You don't mess up like I did. There it is, all put together. Just tightening those bolts back down. Let everything line up. Because the bolt I'm tightening right now is like a notched hole. It does have room to move to make that angle on the bearing correct. Can move around freely. You want to lock it down at its straightest point. Finished product. Got the shaft on. It's all the way in. Let's see from the top. Like I said, the mount goes from below. Then you set the bearing on the shaft. Very simple to do. This is a very nice setup. See the offset? Offset to the driver's side corrects the drive angle of the shaft. This should definitely stop from wearing out these U-joints. Very nice setup. I think this is gonna make a big difference in wearing out these U-joints. It's my third time replacing them. That factory drive line ain't worth the crap. So hopefully this solves the problem. Sandcraft makes a really nice product, bearing wise. It looks like it should be easy to change if you ever have to. Drop the shaft. I mean, it'll be just like anything else. Not hard to do. But that'll be it. Appreciate it.